If you enjoy this video, then please leave a like and a comment, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And while you're here, why not check out all our other content? Thank you, and enjoy the video.
Welcome to the final day of the week of Dinobots. Today we look at the completed Legacy Volcanicus. But before we do that, let's do a quick recap of the whole set. Slug. Yeah, I got tired of doing the joke, so I'm just gonna call him Slug. Pretty decent. A few proportional issues, but this one's fine. Sludge. Definitely one of the weaker figures in the set, but considering what this has to do for the combine mode, it's very understandably flawed. Grimlock. My favorite of the set. A cool update to the design, and just really fun to handle. Also, I forgot to mention this in the review, but due to the way he transforms, he has butterfly joints. Scar. The worst of the set. And it really has no excuse to be so bad. It does nothing to combine, nothing to transform. The robot mode is nothing. The dino mode is nothing. This figure is nothing. So why is it so flawed? Swoop. The best of the set. This is what I wanted from Scar. This does nothing to combine. So they took that simplicity and worked with it, making this function as a combiner and as a figure on its own. Snarl. Almost as good as Swoop. Not quite there though, but still really good. With that being said, let's finally combine these guys. Okay, we're gonna start with the leg, so we'll do Snarl first. We're gonna rotate the head all the way around, a bit hard because it's really tight, and then bring the shoulder pads over his head. We're gonna take off the backpack and then flip up this peg. The arms will fold forward and clip together, and then the legs will also clip together and then fold up and plug into the chest, and then this part will plug into the arms, and that's Snarl done. Then we'll do Grimlock. So we take off the gun, and then we're going to flip this over the head. Now, one of these is supposed to come up like that, but I actually like to do both like that. And then we'll take the legs, plug them together. We'll flip this peg up, and then the legs will come up and plug in there, and then the arms will just come forward and go together, and that's the other leg done. Okay, then Sludge, we bring the arms up, and then rotate the legs, bring the knees up, and they'll plug into the legs. Do the same on the other side. And then we take this part from Slug, and that just goes into the chest there, and we're done with Sludge. Okay, then we bring in Slug. The arms will come up and rotate around until they plug into the chest. The chest will come up over the head, and then the legs will plug together and then go like that. And then that's Slug done, and then we can actually go ahead and connect this to Sludge. So we just push really hard And then the arms from Sludge will plug in there. Then we can bring in the Volcanicus head, and that will just plug in right there. And then we can also plug the legs in while we're here. Like so. Okay, Swoop is next. We're gonna bring up the dino head and then fold out this peg. I need a tool for it because it is kind of hard to get at it. There we go. And then what I like to do is rotate the arms backwards and then fold out the wings so they sort of have something to lean on. So like that, and then we plug the legs together and then rotate the waist all the way around. And then we take his guns and they'll just plug together and then plug in to the legs. And then we can plug him into Volcanicus. Then this fucking guy. We bring the dino head up and fold the arms in so they'll plug together. And then we just plug the legs together, and then this peg will come down, and then we plug in the combiner hand, except it doesn't want to stay. That's another problem with this figure, is that the dino hand doesn't plug on, or the combiner hand, sorry. And then we just plug him into Volcanicus, and there he is. There's the big boy. Oh, and one more thing, we take Grimlock's gun and plug it into the back here. And now we have the big boy. And here we have Volcanicus in all his glory. The limbs aren't anything that special, they're just standard combiner limbs. He's actually missing feet, just standing on 2 stumps, but the chest, that's where this figure shines. It's big, it's bulky, it's everything the Power of the Primes figure should have been, instead of the joke that it is. The head is great too, but I think it is just taken from Power of the Primes. As for size comparisons, here he is next to a standard Deluxe, a standard Voyager, and a standard Leader. No, I'm not comparing him to all my other combiners, that would take forever. As for articulation, head goes left and right, shoulders go up, down and out, bicep rotation, double elbow, no wrist, waist rotation, leg goes up, down and out, knee bend, knee rotation, and that's it. Posability is pretty good, but there are ways we can improve it with upgrade kits. Okay, so we're gonna take off Swoop and Scar, and we're going to transform them a bit. So we'll do Swoop first. Take off the old combiner hand, and then rotate the waist. And then we're going to basically bring him back into his dino mode, but also unclip these so we can fit in the new combiner hand. Just like so. And then, yep, that will just fold up. And then with the arms, we can now just plug them into the legs, like if we were just transforming him into dino mode. And then we can plug him back onto Volcanicus. Then we'll take Scar, take off the old combiner hand, rotate the waist. This leg will come back up like you're transforming it into dino mode. This one will rotate this way, And then we'll just plug in the new combiner hand. And then he can plug into Volcanicus. Then we bring in the new combiner feet. This one is for Grimlock. This just plugs in like so. And then same for Snarl, except this one is a bit loose. So you have to give it a good push. And then we have new Volcanicus with the upgrades. And here we have Volcanicus with all the upgrades attached. He has ball-jointed elbows now, ball-jointed wrists, and just better hands in general, and ball-jointed feet, and actual feet now. These also make him a bit taller, Deluxe Voyager Leader. Are these necessary? No. The figure works perfectly fine as it is, but I liked it enough to give it these upgrades. And that's Legacy Volcanicus, and the end to the week of Dinobots. A pretty good set. Definitely not perfect. Hell, there's one figure in this set I just don't like. But overall, I'd give this set a 7 out of 10. That's it for me. Please be sure to leave a like and a comment, join my Discord server, donate to my Patreon if you want to, follow my TikTok and Instagram, and subscribe to the Great Soundwave. I'll see you next time.